Welcome if you're new, welcome if you're not. Welcome to Toodle's World. Today's video, it is Monday, and it is time for a Monday review. And I've got some reviews on some things here that I want to talk about, let you know my thoughts on it. So let's get into this. Okay, this is on this month's TBR, and we're going to review some books that I have read or books that I'm actually reading right now. This is on my TBR for this month. Big Little Lies. It is an HBO special. I've never seen it on HBO. But if I'm not mistaken, I think the girl in the middle is Jenny McCarthy. I think. I don't know. But if it is, good. If it's not, oh well. But she kind of does look like a little bit like Jenny McCarthy. Hell of a good book, funny and scary. That is what Stephen King has said. It's the #1 New York Times bestseller. This book is not for me. I could not get into this book. I read just chapter 1, couldn't get into it. So this morning, I decided to take a bath. And I was like, let me take this book in there and let me read this book. And I started reading it. And to let you know, I'm on chapter 21. From this morning, I got all the way to chapter 21. I read this much, not included chapter 1. Chapter 1 I did not read. But this book is not for me. It's not a book I would want in my book collection, even if this is Jenny McCarthy. I love Jenny McCarthy. But I do not and will not keep this book in my book collection because unless I decide that I see another hype on this book, I don't see people talk about this book. Another hype, or I get more people saying this is a 5-star read, maybe, but for me, this is a 2-star read. I'm not into it. I will finish it because it is on my January TBR, so I have to finish it and whatnot. So, another book I want to talk about right quick. This is by Lisa Keegan, and it's Land of 100 Wonders. And I know that I was reading this on my other YouTube channel, and I have not gotten that far in this book. But so far, this book is a wonderful book. I need to finish reading it on my other channel to get it done. If I don't, I'm going to regret it. So, I'll probably pick this book back up and start reading it on my other YouTube channel. I don't know. But this is a good book. You gotta check it out. Land of 100 Wonders. I recommend this book 100%, and I love this book. Now, getting into the next. We're talking about books today, okay? I'm in a book mood today, so. I have by Somin China. It is the School of for Good and Evil. It is a Netflix film, and I had book 1. I did read this book. I read this book, and I like that in the book they do show like little pictures, which is cool. I did like that. There are Beast and the Beauty. He wrote Beast and the Beauty. An Old Fairy Tales, Our Dad. Read them all. There's book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think there's like 6 books. 4, 5, 6, maybe 6. Okay, I think there's 7 books. Excuse me. I think there's 7 books in this series. I couldn't even get into book 1. I'm not kidding. I could not get into book 1 at all. I couldn't get into it. The characters are not bad. The characters are good. It's just, I just couldn't get into this book. I tried and tried, and I couldn't really get into it. So, I'm giving this book to a good friend of mine. and she said she would take it and read it. Another book that I bought the book. I don't have the other to the series. I believe this is book 2 to the series. I'm not for sure, but I think it's book 2 to the series. And it's No Easy Way Out. I've tried reading this book. I sat here and I tried getting into it. I got through 5 chapters and could not read no more. I was like, no. It's starting to get boring, and I could not do it. People say it is a very good book. People like this book. If you're into stuff like this, it's okay. The characters are not bad in the book. They're really not bad. I couldn't get into it. I could not get into the book. I just could not get into it. The other 2 books is from the Vampire Academy, and I talk about the Vampire Diaries and True Blood all the time. Hold on one second. The next 2 books is, like I said, from the Vampire Academy, and I talk about the other ones. I just could not get into these books. I don't know exactly which one this one is, but this one was Frostbite. And I thought my friend, she likes reading stuff like this, and this would be good for her. If I ever decide that I do want to get these books again and I do want to read them again, I will eventually. They're usually at my library, and if I find more of these Vampire Academy books at my local library, I will get them from my friend Rebecca. And this one is Blood Promises. She's got one which is a hardback, and then you got a paperback, which makes no sense, but I like hardback books, but I also like paperback books. So, and I'm not for sure. I really am not for sure which one is. I believe Frostbite is number 2. So I think this one's number 2, and I'm not for sure which this one is. But these are some books that I had too that it's going to take me forever to read. And I only read one of the books, which was Frostbite. And I did not care for Frostbite because I didn't know the order of the book. I just saw the book and it said, "Oh, Frostbite, let me get it." And I bought it. I've got those at the resale shop. The Salvation Army, not Salvation Army, Goodwill. The Goodwill store. I bought both of them. I had my husband buy them because I really thought they were good, and I couldn't get into them. So, I hope you enjoy this video of books I do not like. If you want to see more books like this, of me talking about books I can't get into and do not like, give this video a thumbs up and let me know, or you can go on Instagram and you can tell me on Instagram, say, hey, I just watched this video where you didn't like books. I want to see more of that. You can find me, Christina's blog. Hope you enjoy it. Until next time, bye guys.